Good afternoon, students. In last lecture, we have studied principles of nomenclature. Today, we are going to study rules of nomenclature. These rules of nomenclature are explained in 75 articles. Some of the important rules of nomenclature are: the first rule is one taxon should have one and only one valid name. That is the rule, one taxon, one name. But there are exceptions to this rule. According to the rank ending of taxa rule, 8 family names have alternative names. These are the 8 names, 8 family names. These are the old names and these are the new names. Generally, the ending of the family is with A, C, E, A, E. But here, in old names, the endings are different. Because of that, the names of these 8 families are changed. The old name of the family is Cruciferi, the new name is Brassicaceae. Old name is Compositae, new name of the family is Asteraceae. Old name of the family is Gramineae, new name is Poaceae. Old name is Guttiferi, new name is Clausiaceae. Very popular family Leguminosae, now it is known as Fabaceae. Palmae, new name is Aracaceae, and family Umbelliferae is now known as family Apiaceae. But all these 8 names are very popular and commonly used by people. Therefore, these names are conserved and hence these 8 families are known by these 2 names, old names as well as new names. These 8 names, old names and new names of the families are conserved according to the rule nomina conservanda. Nomina conservanda is another rule which conserves the name of species, genus and families. To maintain uniformity of names all over the world, the rule nomina conservanda is applicable, which does not allow to change the name of the taxon. The second rule is the name shall be binomial, consisting of generic name followed by specific epithet or species name. For example, Allium cepa, authority is L, or the botanical name or binomial name of mango is Mangifera indica, authority is L. Binomial means the name consists of 2 names. First name is the name of the genus, it is known as generic name, and the second name is the name of the species, it is known as species name or species epithet. The first name is generic name. Generic name is always noun, irrespective of its derivation from any language. The first letter of generic name should be in capital letter. Generic name should have Latin termination. The name of genus must be a single word. If it is formed by two words, they must be joined by a hyphen. Name should be short and easy to pronounce. The second one is the species epithet or specific epithet or species name. Specific epithet is an adjective irrespective of its derivation. All the letters of the species name should be small. The name should be simple and easy to pronounce. The next rule is the binomial name should be followed by author citation. Author is a taxonomist who first validly publishes the name of the taxon, and the procedure of writing name of the author or authors after the name of the taxon is called as authority. Usually, the author's name is be abbreviated. If it is lengthy, then the abbreviated letter should be mentioned. For example, L for Linnaeus, DC for D. Candolle, WALL for Wallis, RBR for Robert Brown, etc. After writing the botanical name, the name of the genus and species should be underlined separately or typed in italics, but never underline the name of the author. The next rule is about the type specimen or type genera. The names of the taxonomic groups of family and below family level are based on the type method, by which a certain representative group of plants is the source of the name for the group. This representative is called as the nomenclatural type or simply type. Simply type specimen, and the methodology is called as typification. Mainly, these names are based on the type genera or generic name of the plant. For example, Brassica is the type genera of family Brassicaceae. Magnolia is the type genera of family Magnoliaceae. Rosa is the type genera of family Rosaceae. Aster is the type genera of family Asteraceae. According to the code of nomenclature, it is binding to the author to deposit the type specimen in a standard herbaria. It is recommended that if the type genera is herb, then the entire specimen, entire herb. If it is a shrub or tree, then the flowering branch with maximum parts In case of gymnosperms, twig of the plant and a cone or reproductive organ, and a living preserved material in case of algae and fungi. The type specimen along with detailed description, place of location, place of collection or location, name of the collector and its collection number should be submitted in a standard herbaria. Depending upon the type specimens used, the code recognizes various kinds of types. These types are holotype. Holotype is a specimen or a plant material used by author in the description of the original publication of the taxon. That type specimen is known as holotype. Second type is isotype. Isotype is a duplicate specimen of the holotype, that is from the same collection of the author. Third type is lectotype. Lectotype is a substitute of the holotype. When holotype is lost or not submitted by the original author, then the specimen is selected and it is submitted to the standard herbaria, that is called as the lectotype. Fourth type is syntype. When more than one specimen are treated or utilized by the author in the original description without mentioning which is holotype, then they are called as syntypes. Last one is neotype. If holotype, isotype, lectotype, syntype are lost or not available, then a new specimen is selected from the other specimens and they are submitted to the standard herbaria. That type specimen is known as neotype. Linnaeus had never indicated or submitted the type material in the standard herbaria for his specimens, which were later submitted by various authors or his followers. Those all the specimens were neotypes. Next rule is principle of priority or rule of priority. The rule of priority is explained in the article number 11 to 14. The rule of priority stated that nomenclature of taxonomic group is based on priority of publication. Means the first validly published name is accepted as correct name of the taxon. For example, the generic name of one genus is Polygala. The name is given by Linnaeus in 1753. The same genera is identified by name and he also given the name as Polygala and published it in 1768. and later on Augustine give the name as polygaloids to the same genera and published it in 1770. But according to the principle of priority, Polygala, the name which was given by Linnaeus in 1753, is the valid and correct name since it is the first name according to the chronology. So, the first validly published name is, or the correct name, legitimate name or valid name of the taxa. Next rule is effective and valid publication of a taxon. Effective publication deals with standards applicable to the media in which the names published and not to the names themselves. The articles 29 to 45 of the code explains the different conditions of effective and valid publication. Effective publication means the names must be published in a medium or language appropriate to the requirement of the code. The printed matter, that means printed description, must be widely distributed to the botanists and general public, to the botanical institutes, libraries, which are accessible to the botanists. The printed matter is widely circulated, then it is regarded as effectively published. Such article or printed description is usually published in the reputed journals and widely distributed to botanical institutes, libraries, members of the journals to national and international levels. The publication in local newspapers, handwritten manuscripts, or cyclostyled matter are not effective. The date of effective publication is the date on which the printed matter becomes available. The name of the taxon must be effectively published, that is, all the conditions of effective publications are to be fulfilled for a valid publication. The name of taxon must be accompanied by a description or diagnosis of the taxon. Publication of the name of new taxon of the rank, family, genus and species on or after 1st January 1958 is valid only when the nomenclatural type is indicated. The place where the type specimen is permanently conserved also should be indicated. The name must have proper form for its rank, that is endings. For example, ALES for order like Parietals, Gramenales, Malveals, etc. And CEAE for family, for example, Magnoliaceae, Euphorbiaceae, Annonaceae, Malvaceae, etc. The person who first validly published the name of the taxon is known as the author. The name of the author and rank must be mentioned in the description. The date of valid publication is the date on which the effectively published material is made available to the botanists. Up to 2011, Latin description of the type specimen was mandatory. But in 2012, in the International Botanical Congress, which was held at Melbourne in Australia, two important decisions were made in nomenclatural session. The first important decision was from January 2012, no Latin language is mandatory for new taxa. English diagnosis is enough for validity. And second important decision was electronic publication is valid from 2012. These are the different examples of effective and valid publication of binomial names. Next rule is rank of taxa. Scott in 1973 explained that the formal taxonomic hierarchy is a system of categorical ranks with associated names. Mostly, the name of species is the basic unit of classification. Each species belongs to a series of taxa consecutively higher rank. ICN provides the series of ranks with names that are the hierarchical categories. The ranks in descending sequence provided by the code are shown in the table. The highest category is the division and the lowest category is the tribe or species. The highest category is division. Ending of the division is PHYTA, phyta. Example is Magnoliophyta, Liliophyta, etc. Second category is class. Ending is OPSIDA. Example Magnoliopsida, Liliopsida. Order Ales, ALES, Malvales, Parietals, Roselles, Gramineals, etc. Family ACAE. Examples Polygonaceae, Malvaceae, etc. If subfamily is present, its ending is OIDEAE, then tribe and subtribe, or commonly we call them as genus and species. These are some references for the principles and nomenclature of the plants. This is about the rules of nomenclature. Thank you.